Hello, hi, welcome back to Yarning at the Homestead. Now I'm trying something a little bit different. I bought a camera, so let's see how that works, because now I gotta do different editing and all that. So we'll see. Today is July 22nd. It is a Wednesday, and it is very gray here. It just got really gray here, and I think we're going to be getting some thunderstorms later this afternoon. So this is episode 15 of Yarning at the Homestead. I really hope you can hear me because I do not have a mic. When I picked up the camera, I forgot to they didn't have mics, so I have to buy a mic, and I forgot to get a tripod. So right now it is balancing on several boxes right now. Several boxes up high. So we'll see how this goes. My hair is up because it is super warm. Not as warm as it was Sunday and Monday, but it is super warm. So welcome back. I am Tammy, and I'm coming to you from the small state of Connecticut. I'm up in the Litchfield Hills, and yeah. Thank you for stopping by. If you're a new viewer, hi. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And today's going to be hopefully a shorter type video. I don't know. I don't have a ton of stuff to share, but I do have a ton of socks. So I decided to post a video because Angela of Yarn and Yarns is doing a summer sock cal, and it's just pretty much finishing up your sock whips, and that has been what I've been doing this summer. I have been working on sock whips, and actually I have finished 5 sock whips so far. I've already shared 4 with you. I'm going to share the 5th today with you, and then I'm going to show you what other socks are on the needles, and there's quite a few of them. And then I have some waiting in the curtains, or waiting in the wings. I have started one new project. My husband is going to see a friend. He was invited to her baby shower, and he asked me to make her something, and she is renting a farm, so I decided to make little overalls, so I will show those to you afterwards. Okay, so my finished object, I'm so excited about this, are my Grinchmas socks. So here they are. Yay! Yay! Look how bright they are. So the main color is Grinchmas by Night Owl Fibers, and then I have the green here is, I believe it's Cool Cat Fibers. It's on my project page, and up here is some leftover yarn from Fishnets. So Fishnets has that really cool yarn where it looks like, what were those blankets called? They're like Canadian blankets. And I had to round off some white in order to get to the next round for the second sock, and so I have a couple little balls of white. So these are my Grinchmas socks. It's just 2x2 ribbing, 56 stitches. I have a very tiny foot on 2x2.25 needles, and then it is a slip stitch kiss heel. Slip stitch kiss. It is not a slip stitch kiss. It is a slip stitch heel, not the kiss. Slip stitch heel, and then just a regular round toe. So those are done. Are they so fun? So I can add them to my Christmas socks box. I think that gives me 5 Christmas socks. I think it's 5 Christmas socks. Okay. All right. So that is my finished object. Very excited about that. Okay, so my newest cast on is, they are called On the Go-veralls, and it was patterned by Heidi Lehman. And there are some, if you want to do these, you should go through, because Earth Tone Girls actually went in and added some instructions to make a gusset, so for the seat of the pants. So I wasn't sure what I was going to make them out of, and then I realized I found some leftover. These were 3 full balls of this, and it's Perfection Tapas, and it's 23% merino, 77% acrylic. Comes by Kramer Yarns. I had made like it's not a shawl, it's like a small It's like a shoulder, oh, crap, a cape, you know, an all over thingy. Anyway, I had made one out of this, and I had 3 leftover balls. So, and I'm pretty sure she's having a girl. I think that's what my husband said. But what I like about this is there's all, like, it is the beige. He's like, it's just beige. But he was looking at it, like, at night. But if you can see, there's, like, little pops of all different colors in here. So this is the first leg. And I'm making the 6 to 12 months. And then I did add the Earth Tone Girls gusset in there. Okay. And I had to look up how long is a average 6 to 12 month old's leg. And I have started the second one. And then when this leg is done, I'll put that on these 2 needles and then attach the pants together and then go up from there. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's not the nicest yarn to work with in the heat, though. I will say that. It is not the nicest yarn to work with in the heat. And I don't know where I got this bag from. I don't use it all that much. I had a project in it for a couple of years, and I recently finished that project, but I actually really like it. It's a square bag with 2 straps. There is no closure to close it. So, oh yeah, there is a closure. There's a snap closure. And I don't know whose bag it is. There is a pocket in here. There is no identification, though, of who made this bag. And I do have, there's a carabiner with that. So I do like it, and it's fitting this project quite nicely. Okay, so now, sock projects. Now, I have a lot of sock projects. So here's the thing. I'm addicted to self-stripe yarn, if you didn't already know that. And so I make a lot of just vanilla socks because, you know, I want the yarn to speak for itself. I do want to try some of the sock patterns that are out there that have worked for vanilla sock, for self-stripe yarning, like I believe it's called the gumdrop socks. And I did buy Do-Si Do by Kay. Oh my goodness, Kay. Everybody knows Kay. I did buy her pattern, but my go-to honestly is just sitting down, and because it's mindless and I know it, and I tend to do a vanilla latte or a version of the vanilla latte, because even though I'm a big girl, I've said this before, I'm pretty small boned, small structured, and my socks don't always fit. My ankles are really skinny, just like my wrists are really skinny. My ankles are really skinny, so I have to adjust. I tend to do a slip stitch heel. I have done fish kiss lips heel. It's not intuitive to me, and I have to read the pattern and go back and read the pattern and follow the pattern because it's not intuitive. But okay, so let's take a look at what I do have. Now, these are not a vanilla sock. This is, I started this on a couple weeks ago, and this is as far as I've gotten. Haven't gotten much farther. Okay, this is Hello Sunshine, and look, I lost some stitches. Hello Sunshine by Tracie Millar of the Grocery Girls. So I just have the ribbing started, and the yarn is Lolo Bean, and it's her bean sprout, and the colorway, didn't see, every bunny needs some bunny to love. And I believe, was it ACLU? It was a fundraiser. Now, these are so not my colors, okay? They're very pastel-y, not my colors. And I didn't know what I was gonna do with this. I'm gonna make the socks because even though they're not my colors, they are very spring-like. So it would be nice to have, you know, some socks that are maybe springy, so I can wear them. So, and this is in a here we go, Air Lane bag, Air Lane sock bag. So that is this one, and this is my newest one. I don't have, it's not very far, obviously. So that's my newest sock whip. And then I'm just gonna pull these out. So I'm just gonna pull out the ones, these two. So this one I started a while ago. This is Snow Day Socks, and by Ava Romeijn, and I started these a while ago, and I was only going to knit on them on snow days. Well, now it doesn't look like we're gonna ever have snow days again, because now it's all gonna be distance learning. And I did start them last year, but we didn't have very many snow days last year. So I did get them started, and they are a pattern. So these are my only two pattern socks that I have going on. The rest are all a version of vanilla socks or vanilla latte socks. The yarn for this was an actual kit from Pixie Yarn, and it's actually called the Snow Day Sock Set. So it's very pretty, and I do want to get these done. And if you can look, I didn't do it in color. I don't know if you can see. That's the pattern there. Okay, and I will obviously link all of this down below. Okay, so those are my only two pattern socks. Whether I get pattern socks done or not, because it's just easier to do vanilla latte, who knows. All right, so now I have my whammed socks. So here are my wham socks. These are ready to get a heel. Okay, so the wham socks this year were a Christmas sock from the Yarn Badger, and it was a wham cal, and you knit. So you got the gobstopper, and you knit on it, and then every time you heard crappers, the Wham song, the Wham Christmas song. I gave you my, and the last Christmas, that one. I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. If you heard that song, you were to put in a stripe of this. However, I never heard the song. I don't know what it was this year. Maybe it was because I was actively trying to avoid it, but I really didn't hear the song. So I ended up never putting in one of those variegated stripes. So I'm just going to use it for the heels. So these are my last Christmas wham socks by Yarn Badger, and I got it in a nice little project bag from her. We got a little wham George Michael pin up there. So that's cool. All right. So those are my wham socks. And then in this project bag, which I'm not sure where this one also doesn't have a name on it. And it's just a simple fold over. This is, I saw somebody knitting this yarn, and I said, oh, I love that yarn. Found out who it was, and immediately ordered it. He was on vacation, so he sent it to me after he came back. It's by Fiberpunk in Ireland, and it's called Merfolk. And these deep jewel tones really aren't my colors either. But for some reason, I just really liked this, and it matches the bag pretty well. Look at that. And obviously, I'm not very far on these, and there's a vanilla latte. Okay. So those are my wham socks. No, not my wham socks. These are my mermaid socks. And then I have these, which I don't know when I started these. And these are this is a Brazen Stitchery bag, and it's Game of Thrones. I am House Stark, and these I'm just doing a generic shorty sock. I don't do too many shorty socks, but I decided I really do need some. So I'm just doing a generic shorty sock on this. It is a vanilla latte up here, regular 2x2 rib, probably 2.25. I tend to do 2.25 or smaller, 2.25, 2.0, sometimes 2.5, but 2.25. Heel and gusset heel and gusset. So I just like this. This is such a summery color. Look at that. This is online, Super Sock 100. I have several of these skeins. I have several of these skeins. Okay, so that is in my Game of Thrones bag. And then in my utterly adorable Hunger Games special order bag, she even gave me a bunch of she gave me 3 of these for each of them, for each of the movies, so I can Progress Keepers, and I just keep it on the bag. But this was a special order. I asked if she could do me a Hunger Games bag. And this has my Rhinebeck Rainbow socks in them from White Birch Fiber Arts. So this was the Rhinebeck colorway last year. And right now I'm doing a Fish Kiss Slips heel. However, somehow I messed it up, and so I'm gonna have to rip it out and redo it. But look at those. Look at that subtle, dark, deep, autumnal rainbow. Isn't that beautiful? So I am actually doing these 2 at a time on 2-inch circs. So I do have the other one tucked in this bag, ready to go. And the heel colorway is West Yorkshire Spinners, 4-ply, Signature, and whatever the gray is. Okay. So that's that one. So that's how many so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've actually shown you 6. This one is in a Jessica Lou box bags, which I have probably the most of, and this is an Avengers print. And these are my unique socks. I freaking love this colorway, okay? Love that colorway. Now it kind of looks like Slytherin colors, but love that green, love that gray. This is, I don't know if I have the ball band in here. It's unique, and I think the number is 3001. And I saw it on the website of a local yarn store, and I had to go and get it. Now there's other colors in this, and I don't know if I'm going to get to the other colors. And I'm a matchy person, so I know a lot of these socks don't tend to match, and I think I might have to wind off color in order for me to match them, because this is what I bought it for, was this, the gray and the green color stripes. Excuse me. So I may end up doing that. I think I'm almost to the heel on this one. I'm gonna do a heel on this one very short. Okay, and then buried down here in my bag, I have my Grinchmas socks. No, not my Grinchmas socks. I'm sorry. My Me Too socks. And these are also being done together on 9-inch circulars. These are, I think these are Zings. Yep, Knitter's Pride Zings and 9-inch. And these are actually 2.0. These are size 0. And this is the Me Too colorway from Malia Made It, and I have both of them started. So these 2 are going to, I'm gonna make those longish socks. Oh, I was looking for these scissors. They're in here. Okay, and this is in when, what's her name? Countess Ablaze did her first time, did the whole thing where, you know, the exposure, the whole exposure thing. This was one of the bags, and I bought it. I don't know who I got it from. The Knitting Goddess for the Tits Out Collective. Okay, so that's on here. And it's exterminate copycats, exterminate copycats, exterminate copycats. So exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. And over here it says copying sucks, make originals work. Now I don't really know the whole backstory. I know that supposedly somebody copied one of her colorways. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I supported a bunch of indie dyers and indie makers through it, because I bought several skeins of yarn and several bags. Actually, I have another one over there that I bought through that whole whatever collective, Tits Out collective. And hello, Tits Out. So that's one bag. So well, that's one basket. So I have my sock whips in 2 of these baskets. And the next one are the ones that I haven't been working on that much. Okay, these are my game socks. Look how bright and colorful these are. These are the colors of the Olympic rings. Okay, and what my debating is, I did get, this is in a gumball, but it came with the green, and because the green is like right there, I don't really want to do a green heel. So I'm debating whether making these longer. I guess I could make them longer, because I would only have to do 3 more stripes, and then I could do the green heel. And this is by Eat Knit Dye. This is by Eat Knit Dye. You see that? Eat Knit Dye, right? Yep, Eat Knit Dye. I have to figure out where the camera actually thing is on here. I think it's right there. Eat Knit Dye. So yeah, this is only, I only have one of those. And this is in, okay, so this was a collaboration with somebody. I got a geek colorway through this. I finished the socks. This is an utterly adorable bag also. And it's for like 80s geek. So you can see cassette tape, you know, bow tie. Look at those old sunglasses that they used to have. Rubik's Cube is over here. So this is like an 80s geek, nerdy type thing. So that's this bag. Okay, then this is a utterly adorable also. Look at that pumpkin sheep. She's got other sheep that I really want, other sheep bags that I really want, but I haven't been able to get them. But I really like these sheep bags. Okay, these are my Monster Mash. And I'm actually doing, this is actually the blueberry waffle pattern. So there is a pattern there. I adore this colorway. I adore this colorway. I don't think this dyer is dyeing anymore. It is Knit Mona and the Monster Mash. I have a couple of Knit Mona skeins. And I'm gonna do the heels in this bright green. So I have the orange for that, and then I'm going to do the heels in. So I have the orange for the cuffs and the heels in bright green. I don't tend to do a different color in my toes because nobody's going to see my toes. So I tend to just finish the sock, finish the yarn up for my toes. Okay, I just started this one. It's in my Star Wars bag. Okay, I didn't just start it. I started it on May the 5th, Star Wars Day. Yeah, and I did the cuff, and that was it. So that's all I have. I have a cuff. Here's the cuff. Ha! And it's in the same West Yorkshire Spinners gray. I bought several solids of West Yorkshire Spinners to use for heels and cuffs. Heels and cuffs, yeah, because I don't do toes. And this is Mustache. I think it's Mustache. Yep. Mustache yarn in her Yoda. Colorway, and I believe she is changing all of her colorway names. So this is the colorway, and I will be doing 2 at a time, 9-inch eels with this. So I only have the cuff done on that one. Okay, and this bag is a utterly adorable Star Wars bag, and it is reversible. Let me show you the inside. So it's reversible fabric. So, and actually I have stitch markers with this too. And this came with another skein of, did this come in a, I don't remember if this came with a kit. I know I have a shawl that is in R2 colorways, but that is from Nerd Girls yarn. And I don't think I don't think it was a kit. I'll have to look. Okay, so what else do I have? Now, ones I have not, oh, and then of course my Kaimei. All right, so I still have my Kaimei to work on, which is my oldest sock. And I have to, as I said from the last video, and I have not worked on them since, I am moving into the toe, the foot, right, this part right here. So Kaimei, I think that's all my socks. I think. I don't know how many there were. I don't know how many projects I counted up. Anyway, I will count them up. I will list them so I have them. Now, waiting in the wings is this rainbow gobstopper. I don't know who the dyer is. It was gifted to me from somebody, and it had been gifted to her, and she wasn't going to use it, so she gifted it to me, and she doesn't know who the dyer is either. So there we go. So I was going to do those for June, for Pride Month, but I just never got to them. And then this is in a Chiagu, CHIAGU bag, which I got at Vogue Knitting, and it's in New York. Look at that. What I love about it, honestly, is the inside is all pigeons. Oh my gosh, pigeons in New York. I love it. I freaking love this bag. I love this bag. Okay, so that one's not started. Now I have a couple others over here that are wound up, ready to go. So this is my sock sack, and I bought this from Carolina Fiber Girls for Socktober 2 years ago. Have I used it? I don't think so. But I have wound up yarn that is sitting in here, and this is Mad Color. Yep, this is Mad Color Heather, and this is Diana of Thermoscara. So these are Wonder Woman. These are Wonder Woman colors, and this is just a variegated. It's not a self stripe, and so I haven't gotten started on it yet. I'm pretty sure it's only it's a variegated, not a self stripe. She doesn't do too many self stripe. She's done a couple, but I'm pretty sure this was from her Badass Females Club. And yeah, it's not a self stripe, so it's a variegated. But you need some variegated. I've been looking at some people when they've been doing their variegated socks. I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. But I do all self stripe. I just really love the self stripe. Hold on, I'm trying to put the wrong snaps together. But I really love this bag. I think I actually might go on her site and see what else she has, because I actually really love this bag. Okay, that one's waiting in the wings. Then these two are waiting in the wings. This is, I wound this up because it's such a spring color that I wanted to do it. Okay, and actually I have the needle ready to go, but we haven't started yet. So this is Quarry Fiber for the Love of Yarn, and it doesn't have a colorway on it. For the Love of Yarn Workhorse Sock. There's no colorway. So, I'm sure it is in my Ravelry. So it's just such a nice bright spring colorway, and I wound it up getting ready to do spring socks, and then I decided to work on all my whips. So that is in this little bag. I don't know who this bag is by. This does not have any. I think I got this in a swap. I think somebody made this for me in a swap. I really like the fabric. So I'm pretty sure I got that in a swap. Okay. This is the second bag I bought from the Tits Out Collective, because, you know, where am I? You know, that's me, a little redhead. I'm not redhead right now, but I have also had fuchsia colored hair, so that could be me. I just really love these chunky bathing beauties. I know that other people have had this this fabric and made bags out of it. I just really love it. And I don't know, there is not a tag on here of whose bag this is. If I went back and looked at my blog, I would know, because I would have listed it, but I don't right now. And in here is this yarn from Knitted Wit, and this is the May Day colorway, and I'm going to be making shorty socks with these. I think it's not Rose City Rollers. I think I want to do the one with the two, I don't know what that one's called. I'll have to look it up. And I was going to do it with two colorways, and this colorway is also Knitted Wet, and this is right, so my camera cut off there, so I'm not sure. I guess I must have went the longest. I don't know. Anyway, this is the last one. So again, I don't know if you saw it, the Bathing Beauties, little chunky Bathing Beauties, and this was from the Tits Out Collective. And then both of these yarns are from Knitted Wit. This is Mayday, and this is, I don't know what colorway this is. This is Lavender Menace. And there is a sock I want to use these for. I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. But it is a shorty sock. So that one is Waiting in the Wings. And I think that's it for what's waiting in the wings. There are more. There are more waiting in the wings. I have lots and lots of sock yarn wound up. Some of them are for socks, some of them are for shawls. So, but this is what I'm going to focus on right now. Maybe, excuse me, just the whips, not the ones that I haven't started yet. And that's what I'm focused on over the summer. And because a lot, I have acquisitions. So, Mintrain, who I got her advent calendar 2 years ago. It was my first advent calendar, and it was really nice, and I liked it. So she was having I believe it was a sale. She was having a sale. So I went in, and I got Humbug. Let me see that. On her Tough Sock, which is 75 merino, 25 nylon. And then I got Chilling Adventures. See that? Chilling Adventures. And this is on her Twist Sock, which is 80 merino, 20 nylon. And they're both self-striping. So, yeah, acquisitions. Got some more acquisitions. Okay, so I think that is it. I do have another acquisition, but I'm not going to show it right now because there was an issue with it. So when it gets all fixed, I'll show that acquisition. So I guess that is it. I must have said quite a lot. I hate saying So I don't have a Ravelry page or group for this. I don't know if I'll ever do one. So everything will either be here on YouTube or it'll be on Instagram. Now remember, you can find me on Instagram as Gracie's Goodies, on Ravelry as TammyG. And I guess that is it. Now I have to figure out, now I've got to download this, see how long it takes to download it, because you know how long it took for I was taping before, I was filming before on my iPhone, and you know how long that took. 4 to 8 hours, depending on how long the video was. So I'm hoping with the camera, if I can just plug it in and I can upload it right to my computer, I can bypass the whole Wi-Fi issue. Who knows? Who knows? And I did look on my computer, and I do have an editing program on my computer. So I'm going to try that for now. I'm not going to buy anything right now. But if anybody has any suggestions for me, please pop them in. And if you like the video, please comment. I don't get a ton of comments. And or give me a like. And yeah, I hope you join me again. And there goes my bird. There goes Fergus, making some noise. My cat was in here. I think she left. I think she got bored with me. So she was in here. But yeah, so I will catch you again soon. School's starting to come up. I have to clean out my classroom. I have to bring all my personal stuff home. I'm going to start doing that tomorrow. I've signed up for 4 days because the building is only open till noon for us to do this. And my classroom is also being moved because of the heat upstairs. So we're being moved downstairs to classrooms downstairs. So the 8 of us that are upstairs are being moved to classrooms downstairs. So we can't bring anything really with us because the only things we're going to have in our classrooms are a teacher's desk, computers, students' desks, and computers. Pretty much. I want to go back to school. I want to go back and teach, but I have some hesitation. And it's really disheartening the way that people are talking about teachers nowadays. We were heroes 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and now we're not, because we want to be safe. We want to be safe. I have a compromised immune system, so it's definitely a worry for me. Yeah, it's definitely a worry for me, but that's all for another day. All right, so hopefully you'll come back and visit me again. Hopefully you'll leave me a comment or a like or even subscribe. Okay, thank you. I will see you again later. Bye. Let's see where is my button to turn this off?